Hey, you guys! Welcome to episode 23 here on the BaconCraft server. And I am your host, Hodag, and we got some things to do today. We got some things to finish, you guys. I'm over here in our flower distribution factory area thing. That actually brings me to my first point. If you can come up with good names for any of the builds that I do, please put them down in the comment section, because if you come up with something that I like, I will take your name, put it on a sign, put it up in front of the place. I'll put your name on it as well so that we know who actually came up with it, and give you guys some cred for coming up with a sweet name, because I am horrible at naming any of this stuff. So, definitely, let me know. Let me know what you guys come up with, because I need some naming stuff, okay? Help me out. Anyway, I'm over here in the flower district. Let me just put the fence back, because I broke it so I could get in the boat. And we got this thing finished, you guys. If you didn't see last episode, episode 22, this is our new flower pumping area, basically, okay? I needed some dyes and some things, so we came over here. We made one of these shifting floor things, so I'm not sure if this has any more bone meal in it right now. Oh, it does. Okay, so basically I turn it on, and it just starts pumping out. This one, it pumps out the grass, and pink tulips and white tulips. The other one over here, in our beautiful little tunnel area that looks very natural. This one doesn't have any bone meal, I know, but it pumps out... Oh my god, it does. Yeah, cool. Wow, I just fooled myself. Anyway, this one pumps out a bunch of the other stuff, basically everything else, which I realized just at the end of last episode. It pumps out all of the other kinds of dyes that we would need, so we end up having... Let's put this on before I get attacked. Red tulips, we got orange, which gives us orange dye. This gives us magenta dye. This gives us light gray dye. This gives us pink dye. This gives us light gray dye. And then the other 4 little stations that I got to set up today, this being one, but it's not going to look like this. This looks really poor. They give us... What do they give us? Yeah, they give us red with the roses. They give us magenta with the peonies. I think the peonies. They give us lilacs, give us magenta. Peonies give us something else. I don't know. Peonies give us pink, maybe. Something like that. But anyway, between all of them, I'm going to have every single dye that I need out of all the flowers, except for the light blue, which we'll figure out later. And I got to finish up these little areas, install 4 of those things somewhere over here. I got to light this place up some way, nice and natural, so it's safe. And I gotta build this. This isn't just gonna stay some like pillars, you guys. There's gonna be a roof on this thing. It's gonna look nice. So inside is gonna have some decoration. And then we got some stuff to do in the nether. And if we have some more time besides that, I don't even know. I'm gonna try to find, maybe start the next thing. We'll see what we can get to, you guys. So anyway, good start. Let's go. You know, somebody once told me that once the plan gets too complex, everything can go wrong. And so I started decorating this one right now, and you know, why not keep to the exact same theme that I have and keep this thing all kind of one, you know? Keep it all one deal. I was going to put some wooden roof or something on it, but I kind of like this. It like, you blend it into the hill. It matches the nature. Like, actually, these oak fences are the things I don't like the most. And I didn't hook any of it up yet. This is not turned on. It's just that. I got to break through the wall and build the thing. But you guys saw that in the last episode. It's not too difficult to do. I like it. I like it. Maybe I put a little roof or something just on the front part. I don't know. I might just build 4 of these things. All, you know, one over here, I think. Or maybe one on that side. And then maybe one like right here. And that'll give you all 4 as you walk through to another farm. And this up here is just gonna all stay natural. There might be somewhat of a path or something just to look around and enjoy the view, but that's about it. Yeah, let's build a couple more of these things. Alright, you guys, it happens to be dark out, but that's fine because I think it kind of looks cooler in the dark even. You come through, look at this. Whoa, zombie, where you at? There you are. Anyway, it looks cooler when you come through because I've lit up each of these little sections. And I've labeled them too. I started to label them. Lilac, you get magenta dye. Sunflower, you get dandelion yellow dye. Red bush, you get red dye. I heard a skeleton. Maybe it is not cool. See, this is why I gotta light I've lit it up a little bit. It needs to be lit up like even towards the top there somehow. I'll do that in a bit, and then peonies, I didn't get the sign up there yet. And I decided to block off this entrance because I realized there's really no point to getting over here by that skeleton. I'm going to light that area up. Maybe I'll end up tearing this thing out or something and making a walkway, but I think I'm just going to have it be, you come through, you can only get here, 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 or to this farm. And that's it. Like, this is the only purpose of this giant trench anyways, you know? So, you know, people are just going to come through to, like, spectate over on the side, because I'm going to put a roof on this thing. They won't even be able to see inside anyways, so there's no point in being over here. I'll light it up, and I'm even going to light it up cool so that people look from above will see whatever. Like, when I say light it up cool, I mean, like, I'm going to go in corners like this, and probably go down another one, and then get my lanterns, which I'm running out of. I need to go back and get more. You know, I'm going to put lighting sources like that are more natural. I can probably bring that up a little bit, actually, because... But anyway, you guys, that's that. I need to start decorating the hall more. I need to decorate this more. And if I have any trouble with it, I'll come back and ask you guys what to do. Alright? See you in a little bit. Alright, you guys, two things. Well, a couple of things, actually. First, look at how beautiful this place is lit up now. I ran around up on the top, on the rim up there. I put some sneaky hiding in. You can see some sneaky hiding covered up by the leaves and stuff around this area. It's looking pretty good. It's not completely spawn proof. I'll have to go around and really check all the squares and everything. But for right now, it's pretty darn safe. About as safe as we can get. And I think it looks kind of cool in the middle of the night. Another thing is this chicken up here. There is a chicken here, and there's a cow right there. Yes. And every time I log in, they're always here. And I feel like we should name them. So if you have some cool names or just something you want to name them after, throw that down in the comment section, and I'll grab 2 name tags next episode and go ahead and name those guys. Because I feel like they're honorary members. They were here before me, you guys. Before any of the flowers, before the land and the dirt and the earth. These 2 guys were chilling right here in this space. So I feel like we should name them and keep them here. And the last thing is I've finished up these little things here. They're looking pretty good, obviously. I haven't figured out the entire tunnel yet, but I've done too many cuts. So I think it's time for a third-person time-lapse and to build some sort of roof on top of this thing. And I don't even know what's going to look good yet. I got 2 small ideas, but they're not entirely thought out. But I'm going to kick into some funky music here, and we're going to see what we can do with this roof. Because it's about time, you guys. Here we go. Well, now that the rain, you guys, has cleared up, we're over here, and we have a nice little path. I realized we didn't have a path, so I was like, yeah, let's make a path. We make a path over here. We might eventually make a portal way over by the flower farm, but I don't think we're going to be using it that much that it's going to constitute making an actual portal. And I wasn't really sure how to blend a portal into, like, the natural kind of look. So we made this path, which is definitely natural, all the way over from our little cottage, our safety cottage. There's our junk chest, but then you go through here. We still have to do a couple little spaces in the little tunnel here, but we got this farm here. You go through, we put our ceiling over here on this farm here. I still gotta label it. I gotta put some signs and tell people what's growing up in here. But looking pretty good, you guys. Let me go ahead and fix up some of these little areas, make this place completely finished 100%, and then we'll come back and we'll jump over to the other area that we're gonna be working on today. Alright, you guys, the neighbors are almost quiet at the moment. The kids have stopped screaming and the parents are getting a little bit loud, but I think for a second, I might have a second here to show you what's going on. We finished this, we labeled everything, bone meal. I think everybody can figure that out. I went around and got a stack each of all of these kind of 2 high plants so that I got all those stacked up, and everything in here is spawn proof, should be nice. There can be some zombies that kind of spawn up top and then drop down, because those things can pathfind forever. And then I went ahead and finished off these other tiny little areas. I got this farm all up and ready and going. Bone meal there, bone meal here. Little extra, little cove there, and some space there, space there. I've cleaned up all of my junk chests. I got my inventory full, heading back right now. And this path is beautiful. And then on the other side of this path, I was able to throw it on a sign as well to label it and tell people that, you know, this is the way you get to the flower dye zen garden. I think that's what I called it, but path to the flower dye zen garden. Yep, and it's right over there, but you take your path this way. And I'm a little bit concerned about new people starting on the server and seeing that and going that way instead of jumping in the boat and accidentally finding their way down to the portal that would actually lead them out of here and to safety. But we've had very, very, very few people start on the server, and if they have any questions, they can always just ask me and I'll jump on and I'll run over here and I'll guide them back, so that's all good. So let me bring all this junk back, grab the things that we're going to need for the second project we're going to do today, and we'll get it started in just a second here, you guys. And here we are, everybody, at the site of the next project today. Yeah, it's nothing special. I mean, kind of, but it's... What we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating kind of a template for the interchanges that are eventually going to be going into all of the little crossroads in the nether. So I kind of did want to wait to do this until we upgraded to 1.10, and I know 1.11 is coming out soon, because then I wanted to integrate some of the 1.10 nether blocks, kind of the nether wart block and a couple of the other ones. They look kind of cool, and I want to keep it kind of nether related, because the nether, these little exchanges, which is going to allow us to kind of go one of 4 ways, basically. You're just going to drive into it with your boat, and if you don't want to stop there, you can just continue on, keep going, and if you do want to stop there, obviously, then you stop there. But, whoa, hey, there was a hole under there. Anyway, but what it's going to do is just, it's going to keep kind of the feel of the nether to it, because we're not, you know, into a particular direction with this stuff. So, like, this interchange here, that way goes to the starter village, that way goes to spawn, and that way is nothing yet, and this way is going to branch over to the, oh, what is that place? The end, actually. And because it's not really part of the end, because we're going to probably make an end room down there, it's not really part of anything, it's just an interchange. So we're going to try to keep the overall feel still to be the nether, you know? But with that in mind, it also has to kind of match what we've already started with the overall design around here, which is this kind of bricky kind of, you know, these lights, the lanterns here, and the stone slabs, and the chiseled bricks. And we're going to kind of keep that feel, but we're also going to try to mix in some netherness if we can. Really, I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. Let's see if this is enough right here. We got how many blocks over? It's going to be kind of like a 9x9 interchange, and we need to come out 4 in every direction so we have space for the wall. Yeah, so this is good. So this is kind of our space right here. This block right here being the very center of it. You're just going to drive in. There's not going to be ice the entire way, so that you can kind of slow down, look and see a sign for whatever is in whatever direction you want to go, and then you just turn and you continue on with your boat. And there's not going to be anything really here other than just you stop, check out where you want to go, and you keep going, basically. So, you know, the ceiling might stay the same, heading in that direction, And I do want to put something like in the very center, though. That's a little bit different. And the floor, obviously there's going to be ice kind of coming into the room, but the center can be kind of something special with the floor. It might be one of those kind of like stair plus furnace kind of patterns that they look kind of cool. I think I used one of those over here. And then we'll have to come up with a kind of a cool pattern on the side as well as these walls over on the edges. So let me kind of mess around a little bit, you guys. And I brought over just a ton of things here. I brought over a full ender chest. I got a bunch of stuff to kind of play around with and see what I like. Nothing that is flammable because we're in the nether. And let's see what I can come up with, guys. Alright, you guys, here we go. We're coming into the room. And it's a mess. It's basically I did what I knew first. I put, you know, ice going in the other directions. And I made the ceiling kind of similar. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. Probably not. I'm going to try to make something cooler. But I haven't figured out what yet. And, you know, I might just keep it for now, though. We'll see. And then I made this whole pattern in the middle that I was talking about. You know, the kind of furnace, kind of weird cross thing and whatever. And I'm going to try to make these also spawnable, or not spawnable. So, you know, I got the redstone continuing. Then I was messing around with, like, having these steps on the sides. Then I figured maybe I gotta use more of the nether brick in here because I wanted to get that nether kind of feel, and I put that in there. And then I thought maybe that's too much, and then if we can turn this thing around, you can see that I switched to nether stairs over on this side. I'm kind of liking the nether stairs for sure. But then over here, I started to figure out, you know, I gotta put a light source somewhere because can't have this. Oh, it's not spawnable, I guess, so I could make it dark, but it should be light. You guys gotta see which way you're going. So on this, like this block here and like this block here, it'll tell you which way you're going. So this will say like end portal or end thing or whatever. And then I think I might have some burning fire in the back there. I'm not sure what I'm going to have for the backdrop really. I'm not sure about this part right here yet. But I did realize that I think I want to have some iron, you guys. I don't use that much iron. I want to put some like iron, maybe some iron fence hanging down with like signs on it or something. Or some iron fence hanging down and put like a head on it or something. I don't know. I think I need iron fence, and I need to go back, and I also need flint and iron to make the fire on the nether rack. So either way, I have to go back and get some iron. But the whole I got on the ice there. The whole reason I'm doing this, you guys, is because about a month or two back, who doesn't really play on the server anymore, logged on, and he was the other guy who was doing most of the stuff on here besides me. And he was doing a lot of stuff and some really cool things too. And he has the only one on the server right now that has a working iron farm, which would be really nice to borrow, but I'm kind of scared to borrow without using them. I'm kind of scared to use it without asking him. Because he logged on one day without talking to me, and you can see if I drive down here, the portal to his his base, which is just like a giant version of him, is right about here. Here it is. And he logged on and was like, oh, well, you moved my portal. And in the video, I actually talked about moving it over a little bit because it was slightly off, and anybody can move it however he wants. Plus, I also moved it to kind of match it up with how the whole, like, 3x3 thing was going on here with this line that was already kind of drawn out. My little chute here. And so I tried to match it up with that, but I put it where it was supposed to go, basically, and then he can move it wherever he wants, because obviously he would match up with this line here. But he came on and was like, oh, somebody moved my stuff, somebody took my mending book, and he knocked this down, and then he kept going, and his girlfriend was playing, and her place was down here, but it was nothing. It was that horse portal, and when I went through it, I didn't realize there was anything there, so I knew it was a portal, though. And I figured it was important to somebody, so I did put like a little torch here to mark where it was. But he came on and just knocked down his door. He knocked a giant hole in the wall here. He must have been having just a bad day, you guys. But he knocked a giant hole in the door. You can see he built this with the rest of my wall to kind of make a way to her portal. And he just busted a bunch of stuff down, and that was the last time he was on. He basically just rage quit. And I wish he had just talked to me and asked me what was going on, but You know, a little bit of drama here on the BaconCraft server. So basically what I did is I'm going to start making these little interchanges, and I can also build one of those over by where his base is now, so that maybe the next time he logs on he'll see kind of the interchange, he'll get the idea, even if he doesn't talk to me, and he can hopefully realize this is kind of, you know, what I'm going for, and we can always change it to something else if nobody else likes this, but I'm not the Lord of the Nether or anything, but yeah, you know, we gotta make these little interchanges so we can tell people which way to go and where to go. I also need to build the one that goes to my base soon because it takes forever to get to my base. Oh, there's my boat. Alright, I'm gonna go get some iron and finish this thing off, you guys. Alright, everybody, we're approaching terminal velocity. coming into the new junction, which is nearly done. Just need to light up some of the netherrack for the lighting sources. I didn't do that in the middle ceiling part, though. Oh, here we are, everybody, here we are. Okay, everything should be spawn proof, I think. I'm not really sure what about the iron bars, like why I did that even, I don't even know. But I kind of like it, I don't know why even. So we got that, we got the starter base and Dick's place over there, we got Wolf Mine. This way we got the spawn and all that stuff. Nothing over there, and here's the end stronghold this way. And I even started the tunnel a little bit. But this all has redstone on it, so this is all spawn proof. As you can see, nothing spawned around here. And it looks, I like it. I like it. It's nothing like super special, definitely. But it's got depth, like the stairs and stuff add a lot of different layers, and the ceiling as well. And I kind of mixed in the tunnel kind of pattern with more netherrack and kind of nether stuff in here. And I might do something eventually with this. And like I said, once we upgrade to 1.10, I might change this a bit and add in some of that nether wart brick and some of the a lot of the stuff you make with nether warts. I don't even know the names of them all yet because I've been playing at 1.9. But I might add some of that stuff in. But anyways, you guys, we are out of time here. Look at that. There I am. That's me. Okay? But anyway, if you like what you saw here today, be sure to push the like button, subscribe, comment below, or leave a tweet or something. You should definitely follow me on Twitter because a lot of the times if I'm having any troubles uploading videos or if I'm looking for suggestions and stuff, I will ask over on Twitter, and it's not as easy to ask here on YouTube, so go ahead and follow me on Twitter. But on behalf of all the hodags out there who love all that flower stuff we did earlier and all these nether junctions that we're going to now add in, I would like to thank you guys for watching and have a nice day.